From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
36. Over.
To throw, it's Brees. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Watch 9. Easy. Check it back. 12. Over.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Get set. Kill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here we go. 0-2. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 12.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. 0-2. 5-8. Got it. Easy.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Brees on 3rd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Monday. You're good. 5-4, ready.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, Brees. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Tuesday. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10 now. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Easy. Over. Got it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
95-56, 95-56.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter.
12. Got it. 11. 13.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling back to the ground. It's Kamara. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Kill!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a little 360. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. 20.
On second down, Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To throw is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, Ryan. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Got it. 21.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. To throw is Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. First down now, but that clock rolling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Got it! 12, 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Got it! 11.
Breeze now to throw. Being checked. Now Breeze lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. So we've reached halftime here on the thing. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Got it. 14.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Get set, get set. Get set, get set, get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Looks good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, good move. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Ready. White 25. Let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Tuesday.
Freeman again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Ryan on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got it. 12, 21, 21.
On second down, here's Breeze. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
11. Got it. I got you. 21. Ready, play shot.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 105 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Easy. Ready, play shot.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They give it to him running left, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
You waiting? Let it. Good touch.
Breeze will try again on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Got it. Levin. Ready for shot.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. They can't tackle him. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Breeze now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Again, it's Breeze. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Levin. Monday. Ready for shot.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman with a fast feed. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Got it. 11. Hey, two.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Breeze now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Got it. 21. Okay.
On first down, Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break it. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason it out. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Freeman again, a first down carry. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brian wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.